I don't make a lot of videos, but when I do, it's going to be something I'm very passionate about. What's up, guys? FlynnMan1, and this knife I am very passionate about. It's the Recon 1 by Cold Steel. It's the Tonto version. I use this knife for everything from opening boxes, envelopes, to batoning wood. Yeah, this thing is hardcore. For 2 years I've taken this on camping trip after camping trip, and it has not failed me at all. It's so durable, so inexpensive. I got this for like 55 bucks a couple years ago, and it's great. Nothing Fancy has a review on it here on YouTube. Check it out. He's got a lot of good things to say about it, and I agree with every one of them. Like I said, Tonto version, it's just so sexy. And look, you can tell I've used it a lot. Obviously, Nothing Fancy's Recon 1 Tonto has got a huge amount of wear on it. He does that for a living almost, pretty much. So he's got a lot of use on his, but still kicking. Still a solid lockup. And the triad lock that Cold Steel does on their blades is outstanding, especially for the price. So I want to show you something I got recently. It's the little brother, the Recon 1 Micro. Obviously, when Cold Steel came out with their Recon 1 Micro, I had to get it. Obviously in the Tonto version to match the one I have, and I love it. I've had it for about 2 weeks. The only thing I don't love about it is it doesn't have a pocket clip. Yeah, kind of silly. I love large blades for batoning wood, emergency tactical use maybe. I love large blades. I also love small blades, like the Recon 1. The Recon 1 Micro, obviously. I also love the SOG Flash 1. I've carried that for, I don't know, 3-4 years, and I love it. It disappears in the pocket with that deep carry clip. It's very light. Usually I carry this on my button-down shirt. Literally, I button it onto my shirt or on my chest pocket there. I love it. It disappears. It's very, very lightweight, and I use it for just, stupid stuff like opening boxes or packages, envelopes, picking my teeth, fingernails, whatever. So when Cold Steel came out with the matching Recon 1, I had to get it. But it just came with a silly key ring to attach to your keys, which is great if that's what you plan to do with it, but I need that pocket clip. I don't want to go fishing around in my pocket for my keys to get my knife. I want to have my knife readily available. So what I look for in a small knife. This is one of my reference small knives, and it is a lot. It is for a lot of people, including Nothing Fancy. He's got a review on this. Also, check it out. One-hand operation. This is a assisted opening, so it's obviously easy to open, easy to close with that lever there. One-hand operation. It's very light and it carries deep. So I look for a small blade that's light, which isn't hard to come by with small blades, obviously, because they're inherently light if they're small. But this is very small, and it has a very solid lockup because it has the Cold Steel triad lock. It's in a smaller version, obviously, but it's the same engineering in this as in this. So it's going to be very durable. Doesn't have a pocket clip though, like I said, so that's kind of a downfall. But I've done what many others have done, put a pocket clip on it myself. I got this pocket clip from knifekits.com, and it's perfect. I think this particular pocket clip works perfectly with this knife. Now, another thing I look for, like I said, was the one-hand operation. This knife is not a spring assisted knife, and it's got that lock back, so you kind of have to play with it a little bit, but it's not a spring assisted knife. And look at that, it's not too loose to the point where I don't get a solid lockup, but it's perfect. Not that time, but it's perfect. I can just flick it open with one hand, and I can close it with one hand with a little practice easily enough. But it doesn't have the pocket clip unless you fashion one yourself like I did. Knifekits.com, I think $2 to $3. I forget how much it was now, but this is a perfect pocket clip. I've seen modifications on YouTube and pictures from elsewhere, people putting pocket clips on it. I think this one in particular is perfect because it's short. I've seen a couple that have been almost longer than the knife itself, which is silly. Why would you have a pocket clip longer than the knife? I don't know. But it's short, and it's a fold over design, so it carries very deep. With this Recon 1 Micro, you can't exactly put a pocket clip to the very end because of the screw here and the lanyard loop hole here. So a fold over design is going to work out great for this style of knife. It's going to carry deep. It's already light enough to clip to your shirt like I do, and it's a very short pocket clip. A couple things you have to watch out for. This is not a G10 handle like the other Recon ones. It's a polymer plastic some sort, so just be careful when you're obviously drilling your holes and screwing your screws in. I'm not exactly sure the model number or name of this pocket clip. It was on knifekits.com. It's I wish I could think of it. It's under a category called, they just have a category for pocket clips, and I think they have a subcategory for specifically fold over pocket clip designs. So if you go under there and look for pocket clips, they have a bunch of other pocket clips that might tickle your fancy also, but this one's very short and it's a fold over, which I like. So if you want to pick one up for your Recon 1 Micro, I would suggest this version. They also have a stainless steel variety if you like that. Instead, these screws come with it. They have two sets of screws that come with the pocket clip. I had to grind these down just a tad just because they were too long. They would have gone through the handle and in turn would have rubbed against the blade. But I did have to grind those down, like I said, to fit. But just drill your holes. I don't remember the exact drill bit size, but it is obviously a very small drill bit. Also, just be careful with this material. Don't get it right the first time. Don't screw these things in and then say, oh, it's not right, and screw them out, and then screw them. You don't want to go in and out with these, especially in this material, because the screws will lose their hold in the material because the material will get worn out if you screw them in and out. So another thing I had to do actually before I installed this was I stretched out the pocket clip. I felt the tension would be too tight for these screws in this material, so I bent the pocket clip so it wouldn't have quite as much tension. It still has some good tension on it, but not enough to like pop these screws out. Or I was afraid that I would strip the screws as I was screwing them in. So just be careful on your pocket clips if you do decide to mod your Recon 1 Micro. But like I said, I think this was a perfect design. Knifekits.com, $2 to $3. Grind the screws down, stretch out your pocket clip tension a little bit, and bingo, you got a 10 times better knife in my opinion with that pocket clip on. So thanks for watching, and good luck with your modification. Thanks.